What if the Russian pizza man came up to the door?
I never saw him, so I wouldn't know who it is.
Here's your fucking pizza.
You didn't see him?
No.
You saw that he made me set the pizza box down, though.
Yeah, I saw, or you told me he had Super Saiyan 4 eyebrows.
Footage is going to surface later from a different angle, and it's going to show that there was nobody at the door. Ding Dong was talking to himself.
Have I told the story how I was fired from McDonald's?
No.
You got fired from McDonald's?
Yeah, I
At
worked there as
least
a
not in my
teenager.
presence.
Okay, McDonald's. As a kid, I was in high school. I worked at McDonald's. I remember working there and using my first paycheck to get Bioshock Infinite and being disappointed. But anyway, I was working at McDonald's, and what I would do is when I would make the nuggets, I would dip them in habanero sauce.
They had that available at the McDonald's?
Yes, and it was so good. McDonald's habanero sauce is fucking delicious. So as I was working, I would left and right, no workers in sight, no employees in sight, and then I dip it in, and then I would eat like a handful. But it was so spicy, it would make me fucking cry. So
They fired you for crying?
no. Oh hey, look, there's a shotgun room.
Did it?
So okay. All other staff members, there was solidarity. We wouldn't out each other or anything for eating on the job. And some managers totally don't mind. It's really just luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But the manager that was on shift that day was a fucking bitch. So I waited. I watched her go into the back room where she was super far away. And this dude came up to me. He's like, please take my shift tomorrow. I was like, no, bitch. Get out of the way. I was eating the habanero sauce. He's like, please take my shift tomorrow. And I thought about it long and hard. And I was like, you know what, dude? I'll take your shift tomorrow. Okay. And then I was like, just leave me alone. And I dipped the nuggets in the habanero sauce. And I made it was like the biggest, wettest dip I had ever done. And I started eating it, right? And I was like, oh. And I was like literally fucking crying. And I'm like red in the face. And then I heard the manager come up behind me. She's like, oh, Dave, you're taking this more on shift tomorrow? And I was like, and like there's Lyle, you ever had too much nugget in your damn throat? There was no swallowing. It was impossible.
So you literally did the
No. She was like, are you taking the shift tomorrow? And I was like trying to chew, but it was too late. She was like, turn around and face me now. Why aren't you looking at me?
Oh my
And I turn around, and literally there's orange crap fucking pouring out of my mouth. My face is red and I'm crying. And she looks at me and she's like, get the fuck out.
Oh my god,
And
what a horrible
And I got
woman.
fired.
That's what you get, you
How
little
did she
bastard.
know that you weren't just leaking meat and crying over the death of your grandmother?
Yeah, how would she not? I should have gone back and been like, how'd you know?
Dave, what did the guy's shift have to do with the story?
Oh, because if I didn't take that, we never spoke to each other. She would have never asked me shit if I didn't take that guy's shift. I was nice one time in my life, and it made her fucking instant transmit behind me, and it sucked dick.
Yeah, I have this theory that karma works in reverse.
Sometimes you're nice and it bites you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the what is it? No good act goes unpunished.
Yeah, something like that. I've
Yeah,
heard that
unfortunately,
before.
that's real sometimes.
Yeah.
But you know what? They also say the Lord beautiful Jesus works in mysterious fucking ways. Cause guess what? Working at McDonald's fucking sucks, and I'm glad I got fired.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad you got fired too, man.
Thanks, bro. My dad beat the shit out of me for that though.
That's fair.
Dude, I was walking, this is not even a great story, but I was just walking.
I was walking the ant.
I was walking, I saw a tree on the road. No, I was walking into my apartment, and I saw, like, it was like 2 a.m. And I saw a guy with like his girlfriend or whatever outside, and he was like grabbing your face, like not assaulting her, but he's like grabbing your face, like very like by the cheeks basically. And he was like, "Don't talk down to me ever again." I was like, "Oh my god!" I almost called the cops. And I just went inside and I ate my chicken, and then that was it.
That's a great story.
Am I a bad person for that? The guy was big, by the way. He was a gigantic man who could have killed me.
I mean, it sounds like he was being a jerk, but it doesn't sound like you observed anything.
He didn't have any black eyes.
That's actually, you just reminded me of a scary thing that happened. I mean,
What a scary thing.
When I was living with Niall, he was getting annoyed with the clock. He takes the batteries out and leaves it on the counter. The next day, the clock's back up on the wall. I'm like, God damn it, because I didn't like it either. I take out the batteries and put it on the counter. And then we both find out we did the same thing, and we're like, why was the batteries put back in the clock then? And neither of us knew why.
And then it turns out it was because he actually put it up, but he was messing with you.
Probably. Well, there was weird shit that happened in that apartment where my fucking ketchup just exploded out of the cupboard one night.
Are you saying your apartment was haunted, Chris?
Yes.
There was a ghost, and he made the ketchup blow up.
I don't believe in ghosts.
And he made me leave my food out, and it got moldy.
I don't believe in ghosts, but ketchup exploding from inside of a cupboard doesn't make any sense. And it 100%.
No, I could see that happening.
Why? Just because from pressure? Cupboard pressure?
Or fell down or something.
No, it didn't. It exploded from within the cupboard. The explosion clearly happened from within the
I could
closed...
see the ghost of an old woman through the
That's
ketchup.
me.
As it
That was
squirted
my
out.
story. Don't make fun of Chris for my story.
I just said I don't believe in ghosts. I'm just saying it makes no sense.
Jack locked himself out of his own house.
Yeah, he did.
I locked myself out of my bathtub and I couldn't find my way in.
Yuki was playing trick on you.
Someday I'm gonna just fill up the bath with boiling water and just throw him into it.
Didn't do it.
I can't.
Why?
Too powerful.
Yeah, Yuki's pretty buff, actually.
He's the buffest cat ever.
Just
He
snapped his
fucking
neck.
hissed at me last night. That was the first time he did that.
He's not a good cat
I
anymore.
thought you said he was a nice cat.
He is a nice cat, but he hissed at me.
I think you're spoiling him, maybe.
No, you know what happened?
What happened?
He was bullying. He was bullying Django, and he kept doing it. He kept like biting on Django, and Django go. "Nyeh." So I stood up on my computer, and I ran stomping at him. I was going, "Ooh!" And he arched his back, going, and I was like, "Shit, okay."
Chris, I don't think you can handle this cat, Chris.
Okay, so I was in my home, and then I got a phone call. I get a phone call at the same time every single day, right? It happens at 9 in the morning every day for the last year, right? This is what happened. I get this call. It's a scam caller, right?
Okay.
Every time I answer, it's always like, your student loans still haven't been paid. And it's just like, this is bullshit. I don't have student loans.
Yeah, you didn't go to school.
But they changed it, right? This time they changed it, and it was like, your credit card is in big no-no. You're in trouble. And I was like, I'm gonna answer it. So I answer it, and it's like, your credit card is in big debt. They're like, do you want to speak to a supervisor? And I was like, yeah. So I did it, and then the guy's like, a real guy picks up and he's like, hello, sir. How are you today? And I'm just like, I'm fine. How are you today? And he's like, I'm fine, sir. So as I can see from your file, it looks like your credit card has been in good standing for the last 8 months. Is that true? And I was like, yes, my credit card is fine. It's been great. And then he went, fuck you, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah, I went. I hung up. I was scared. I was like, holy shit.
You got a narrow escape.
This is a very nice.
Better than a
looking
wide
game.
one.
I widely escaped from him. The man with the very small knife.
The tiny man with a tiny knife in the very wide alleyway.
It was so scary. But I widely escaped him.